All right, hello everyone. A little bit later of a stream today because I actually slept last night. And then I was working on some behind the scenes stuff for the stream. I'm still trying to get StreamerBot to work. Let me see if I can trigger it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, at least that works. Hopefully my other chat commands work. We shall see. Okay. We can add ears, actually, before we add the stuffing. So yesterday, I was working on these beavers, and the plan was to continue working on them later in the day, but I was pretty exhausted yesterday. I ended up not doing any more. We did go out to dinner, which was very nice. But when I got home from dinner, I basically just went straight to bed. I browsed in bed for a bit and then went to sleep. Clearly, I've been needing the sleep. The issue I had been having was I wasn't able to stay asleep for very long. And I have realized that I think I've been too cold while sleeping. Being in a cool room is good for sleeping, but I was too cold. And I think that's why I've been waking up earlier than I might normally. So I started using my weighted blanket the last couple times I was sleeping. And that seems to... I don't always use my weighted blanket because it can be too hot. But with the room being too cold, makes it ideal to use the weighted blanket. And I got tea for myself today. Cool. Let's do the teeth and then we can tie up all the loose ends on the inside. You know, turn inside out and tie them up. Okay. Writing an ad since I don't think anyone's here. I am trying to see. So I've added a lot of bots over my time learning how to stream. And I'm trying to figure out how to delete some of them because they're still showing up in my chat. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're still showing up. Because I've uninstalled them. I removed mod privileges, but I still cannot seem to get them out of my chat. Let's see if I go to my own channel. into the chat. Can I remove them from there? Oh, come on. What? Where'd the chat go? There it is. Chatbots. Yeah, how to remove chatbots in Twitch. Chatbots I invited. Okay. How to remove stream stickers from Twitch chat. I'm drinking chocolate mint tea. It's quite nice. Chatbot. It's not enabled. Okay. I'm gonna stop doing this for now. We'll see. We'll see how the rest of the stream goes. Okay. I think that's it. We can close her up and add the tail. So this is only the third beaver that I've done, and I want to do 10. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I have enough yarn to make 10. I don't think I have another ball of this color. So I should add that to my next order. I need to order more red, which I can only get from Amazon. Not Amazon. Walmart. Michael's does not carry that color that I need. There we go. Probably don't need this. I want slightly more stuffing. I should probably go add it to my cart before I forget. Because I don't have a lot of time before my next market. I have a little less than 2 weeks. Oh, I forgot to check if, yeah, Spotify, I have to adjust Spotify every time. There we go. Sorry, I haven't had music this whole time. I probably need to write a checklist for when I start streaming to make sure I get all the things done. Oh, and let me check for TikTok chat. If you've been watching on TikTok, I apologize. I did not have the chat open. I do have a bot or an app that should show me the messages from TikTok and YouTube, but I have not been able to confirm that it's working yet because as far as I know, nobody has sent a message, but it's either nobody has sent a message on TikTok or YouTube, or they've sent it and it's not working. Let's finish these guys' tails. Where's the other one? What are you looking for?
White USB-C cable.
White USB-C?
No, I don't know. It's just the Apple one, the fabric.
I did put 2 in here, but I don't think one was USB-C. Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably don't even need it, but alternately, maybe we'll watch the game on my phone.
Okay.
Or might be watching parts of the game on my phone. Blake went to the amphitheater for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I was like considering that because, you know, there were still plenty of tickets available last night. I feel like I've given the peony enough my money for 2 days. Down 10. Now, will I get the last line left in our neighborhood? Oh, no. Okay, gotta go a little further. We'll have to go to Dennis.
Dropping stuff. Hi, what are you doing, Sawyer? Yes, I acknowledged you. That's not acknowledgement's not an invitation. Sir. No, sir. I know you require cuddles after waking up, but can we just once go to the window? That one's done. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, please. Please. Oops.
I tried the sriracha revolver hot sauce,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fairly mild. You might
Oh, yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be too hot.
it would probably be with
It was jalapeno what?
ginger.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of ginger sweetness. That was just me trying it on pizza.
done with this? Just... trying to make room. My stuff takes up a lot of room. Okay, we start another beaver. Let me pull up the... You want Greg Pet Sawyer? No? You want pets? Okay, Pet Sawyer. I will oblige, because I don't think you'll stop harassing us until you get what you want. Swear. Can we get your purring on stream?
Could you make a raccoon that's holding a green can?
Of course. Do you want that?
Well, that's just a drunk thought before I'm drunk.
That doesn't mean you don't want it.
In the parallel office, I saw something I hadn't seen for a while, that they had like nicely modeled tap handles at some point. So there's like the raccoon as a tap handle. And I guess the IPA pig and maybe Ruby Tears got a.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, those are expensive to make, so you're not like making a million of them and giving them out to every car.
Yeah.
But so I hadn't seen that for a while. All right. Load up napkins.
Did you wash your shoes? You could probably spray them off.
I washed them a little more just with warm water last night, and it
got a lot of it off.
Did a decent bit.
Oh, I should get Microscape going.
Yeah, that actually worked better than I expected.
Can you grab me a soda, please? Since you're in there. Thank you. Is this the orange? Yeah. Floof is flying everywhere, Sawyer. You're so floofy. So floofy. Can we do pets all done, please? So your pet's all done? Can you go to the window? Oh, you got eye goop. Can I get your eye goop? Thank you. Okay, bye. Bye. Sawyer looked offended. Sawyer, go to the window. 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 Window? No? Sawyer. I need to work. Pet's all done. Work now. Pet's all done. Pet's all done. All done. All done. Please vacate. Move. Move. Thank you. Good boy. Good job, Sawyer. Okay, now that Sawyer's gone, we can put these guys back on the desk. And we can put the chat back up. Bye.
Wallet in his jacket.
You should add your credit card to your... I never remember if you can or if you just haven't.
I just happened.
Add it, please.
I'm still not gonna leave the house without my wallet.
Yes, but you should still add it. Bye. Oh, I can turn that camera. Oh, maybe we'll turn the camera back to Sawyer. Oh, the door. Hold on. Be right back. All right, that was Amazon. They tried to deliver to the wrong address, so I had to tell them to go somewhere else. Go to another apartment building. Okay. Okay. Okay, before I forget, I do need to go look at this yarn. Yeah, I'm pretty confident this is orange leaf. Let me go to the Walmart website because I have to order from there anyway. I guess I'm doing it on my phone. Walmart. Nope. Keep going. Keep going. Orange leaf. Burnett. Let me check my yarn inventory. Let's see what that says. I'm just placing a yarn order. Okay, I placed the order. Okay. Just one of the yarns says that it'll arrive today, which is I clearly did not look closely at what delivery stuff was going on there. Okay, and we can get some eyes. Let's just make sure those are securely on there. Okay, and then we can do ears and teeth. can add the teeth. So I'm thinking about which pattern I should do next. I need to do buffalo, turtles. What else do I need to do? I'm inclined to do buffalo because I don't know, I want to get them done and over with. I cut this tail a little too short. I'm sure that it'll work, but I should not cut it so short. Here we go. I don't know if I can get another knot in here. It might be too small. I think I did it. Hopefully that's secure enough. I always tie 2 knots at the end, because in case the first knot comes out, then there's still a backup knot. And then even if there was no knots, it would still be like fairly good. Okay. I think it's here. Hi, Miss Aqua Goat. How are you? So my streamer bot clearly is not getting triggered properly for... So you should have got a shout out when you messaged. Just took meds and chugged a whole lot of water. Add Twitch chat first words. Yeah. I really do not know why StreamerBot is not working for that. I think I need the... Is that still not working? What's going on? I might have disabled the bot that handled my shoutouts, my manual shoutouts. For freaking... I'm so frustrated with this friggin' bot situation. Oh, did that... Yeah, so I have StreamerBot, and what I want it to do, and it can do, because I have another streamer friend who it will automatically shout out anyone who streams when they send a message in chat, when they first send a message. But for some reason I cannot get it to work. They even sent me like the exact, like they exported the command and I imported it and it still doesn't work. Like it's exactly the same as theirs. And I don't know why it's not working. My streamer friend offered to sit with me on screen share and like go through it. So hopefully I can arrange that and get it working. Yeah, it's very frustrating. But look at the little beaver. The little beavers. They got little teeth, little tails, little ears. They're very cute. I don't have very much yarn left though, so I don't know if I can make... So I've made 4 so far, and I don't know if I can make another 6. I'm pretty sure I do not have enough, but I just ordered more yarn. So I could make them in a different color. This is technically orange. Brown is a tricky, like a lot of yarn companies don't carry very many shades of brown. I have this like poop colored brown that I really don't like, but it's one of the few actual browns there are. So I sometimes use orange as like a light brown. And I think it works. Yeah, I want a warm brown. I did buy another type of yarn that has a beautiful brown. It's a really nice brown. It's a more like a chocolate brown. And I have not tried using it yet. Because it's not the same brand as this one. I think it's slightly larger, which is like fine, but when I'm trying to make something specifically that's small, it's not exactly something I want to mess around with. But I should get it, I should dig it out and we can have a look at it. It's in the living room. Let me go see if I can find it. I should be able to find it. No problem. Oh, look at that. I found another ball. So I think this actually is not orange leaf. So this is orange leaf, I'm sure. Yeah, this is orange leaf. This I think might be pumpkin spice. I don't know if it catches on, if you can tell on camera. Yeah, so this one's darker. It's not, I can make some out of this orange. That's fine. But now I ordered 2 more balls of the orange leaf, but what I really want is pumpkin spice. Oh well, I did find the brown. So this is a more like chocolatey brown. And here's the one on the right is the brand that I normally use. It's called Bernat Blanket. This one is Loops and Threads, which is the Michaels brand. So it's actually very similar. I think it might be pretty much the same, but it probably sheds easier. I don't like the Michaels brand because of how it sheds, but this is a brand new version of their yarn that I haven't tried before, so I'm excited to try that. You love Bernat? You like the other one? You like the Bernat color? It's more of a like tree bark color, and this is like more of a chocolate color. Is this not warmer? This feels cool to me. But I'm not very good with colors. I'm not like yeah. Okay. And I got tea today. Oh, you like the chocolatey one, but you like Bernat brand? I do like Bernat brand. They are a Canadian company. Obviously, their stuff is not usually made in Canada, but some of it is made in Canada. There's a mill in Ontario that makes Bernat, but obviously they're not like the only mill that does Bernat. I think they absolutely get a lot of stuff made overseas, but it's a Canadian company, which I'm very happy about. Okay. I would love to use up all of the it's called taupe. It is not actually taupe. I'm pretty sure this is not what taupe looks like, but then that's the name is taupe. I want to use up all my taupe and hopefully be able to switch to the chocolatey brown. If I like the chocolatey brown enough. Because the taupe color is actually sometimes hard to buy because it's one of like 3 brown colors. I think taupe has purplish undertones. Yeah. I think of taupe as like, first of all, I think of it as a lighter color. But I have a bunch of taupe because whenever I buy it, because I make a lot of animals, I make a lot of things that are brown. So I do go through a fair amount of it. Sorry, I'm just counting. I go through a fair amount of brown in general, but I would love to be able to move away from taupe and into that chocolate. Does it have a name? Or is it just brown? Deep mahogany, it's called. I'd like to replace it if I can. Yeah, hard to not like mahogany. I should make a note that I prefer the pumpkin spice color over the orange leaf. I'm sure I could use the orange leaf for something, but let me drive. Okay. pumpkin spice. We're gonna add oops. How do I undo? I don't want to show the pattern on screen because it is a paid pattern. And then thanks for lurking. I have a new if you do ! lurk, I have a new lurk command. And I think you might enjoy it. Yeah, there you go. Now you're all cozy. Thanks for lurking. Okay. Oh, Sawyer's back in his house. Let me move the camera. My partner is out at doing World Cup things. We live in Vancouver, so we are a host city. The games are too expensive though, so he's not going like to the stadium, but there's a lot of viewing party places around the city. And so he's gone downtown to go to one of the viewing parties. Canada is playing. I think the game has already started, actually. 1, 2, 3. Okay. For the next, I should really get the picture so I can put it on the screen. Here we go. Save image as. And then I'll bring up image. There we go. Why is so small. That's funny. So that's this is the project that I'm working on. So we're doing the beaver. We're doing the beaver. We already did the Sasquatch. I have the wolf. I have a bunch of wolves. I'm pretty sure I'm out of bears. So I have to do bears, buffalo, and the turtles. But we'll see if we can get these beavers done today. Because I'm trying to do 10 of each as a minimum. I'm starting off with 10 of each of them, and then I'm going to move on to other projects. And if I can do more of these, then I do want to do more of these, because I feel like I could easily sell 10 of each at my next event, but 10 is the minimum. I should do the math again to remember how much all that costs. How much inventory that is. So they're $8 each times, I think there's 7, so there's 7 of those, but I have some other things I want to do, so there's 9, and then I want to do 10 each, so that's $720 worth for just these minis. So I do want to do a couple things that are not on that screen. Oh yeah, I'm doing it right. I want to do mini frogs. And I want to do mini axolotls, which I've already done. I've already done 10 of those. Let me pull up my list. My to market list. Oh, I don't need that alarm. List. So I already have a bunch of mini eagles. I don't have that pattern, but I do have a bunch of other patterns. Sorry, one other pattern in 2 sizes. So I'm not too worried about doing the eagle. Yeah, frog. It was frog and axolotl were the other 2 to make it a total of 9. And then I also need to make larger axolotls. I want to make 20 of those. That's going to take probably a couple days to finish that. I think I'm going to try doing this a little different than the pattern. I want to try to see if this works a little better. Oh. says it's 18 degrees and it's only 12:31 p.m. So it's going to get hotter today. I think that works better. So what I changed was this last row here was supposed to be single crochets, but I changed them to half double crochets because on these guys the bottom, like, it creates like a really big arch there because these baubles are so big, for a couple of reasons. I just wanted to make it a little flatter. And hopefully that I use my arm to measure. So the way that these work, there's a fair amount of details that go onto it, and it's better if I cut it off of the ball to work on the details. So I need to have enough yarn to close it up. And an arm's length is usually the appropriate amount. Let me open my Twitch back up. I'm multicasting to YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. So three locations. I do not have my YouTube linked. Oh, maybe I did actually add it to my my link tree. I think I actually did add it. All right, nose is added, and then we can add the teeth. I use this thinner yarn for the teeth. I'm not sure if I actually prefer this thinner one or like the same thickness. And I add 2 teeth. And I want to see if I can make it more distinct. What was that sound? There, that looks a little better. You might be able to tell on camera, but this looks like 1 tooth, whereas this looks like 2 teeth. But I did 2 passes on both of them. I just separated it slightly on that one. I've got so much going on. I'm going to take microscape off. Sawyer's webcam can go up in the top corner. And then his little pictures can go up a little. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. And then we need this. There. And then we need to put the eyes in and the ears on, and then we can close it up. I do have a Discord if anyone would like to join. It's still growing, but I would like to do a feature where people can post their art, like their crochet, or if they like draw art or pottery or whatever they do, they can post, and then once an hour or something we can share it on stream. I would love to make that part of my crochet streams, but oh, I wanted to do ears. Let me try doing ears this way. Those are pretty cute, those ears. So I did them slightly different. This one looks bigger, but there's really no reason for it to be bigger. But I might be wrong. Hey, thanks for the hydrate. I've got 3 choices as per ADHD tradition. I've got regular water. I've got some tea. This is just mint, chocolate mint tea with some creamer in it. And then I also haven't even opened yet, a can of sparkling water, mandarin orange flavor. I think I'm going to go for the tea, because I should drink this. It's already a little cold. Thanks for the hydrate. We're working on beavers. I think I'm at 5. I think this is the 5th one, and I'm making at least 10. But I am going to run out of yarn. I am confident I don't have enough yarn to make 10. But I have a similar color to this that I can switch to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yawning. You can see my cat asleep right here. That is a live feed. We got some pictures and we got the live feed. He tends to take over my stream when he's awake. Okay, we're closing this up. Some people might think that, you know, doing 10 of the same thing in a row is like too tedious, and it can be a little tedious, but the thing I really like about it is they go by faster because I memorize the pattern and don't have to look at the pattern anymore. I can just go from memory, and I have really bad memory issues. I have a brain injury that affects my memory. So I will have these kinds of things memorized between sessions, but I mean, I think it's normal to not have it permanently memorized, but some of them I do so often that it really feels like I should have them memorized. But if I do them in a... This is really struggling. There we go. If I do a bunch of them all in a row, then I don't have any issues with having it memorized, which is so nice. It's so nice to not have to look at the pattern. And all these little critters that I have, they're all very similar. Like, obviously there's differences between them, but they're similar enough that, like, it helps me memorize them. Let's add a little bit more stuffing. I tend to overstuff, so I try and course correct by not stuffing as much, but then I overcorrect and don't put enough. But I actually got a compliment from someone, from a customer once, for having very firmly stuffed stuffies. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it was a good thing or a bad thing. Like, she meant it in a good way, but I do worry that my stuffies are too stiff sometimes. I know that they'll compact down over time, and some of them already have, just because of the way I store them. Store them in bags, not in totes, so that they get compressed. I love storing them in like they're like sort of like duffel bags. I love them because you can wear them as a backpack. It just makes transporting things easier, especially since I don't have a vehicle. If I had a vehicle, it would maybe make more sense to do it in a tote, but... All right, there he is. Just needs the tail. Oh yeah, I did this one slightly differently. Honestly, I'm not sure that it makes a difference. I did some half double crochets instead of single crochets on one little section, and oops, not that color. And I'm not sure that it made a difference, so I'll just follow the pattern next time. Oops. Okay. I got so much sleep last night. I slept for 9 hours, which is normal for me, but has not been normal for like at least a month. I've been sleeping 5 or 6 hours in, every time I go to sleep, which is like way not enough for me. So I'm happy. I think I finally figured out what the issue was. I think my bedroom's too cold. And so I had been using a thin blanket, but I switched back to my weighted blanket, which is often too hot, but and I did wake up a little bit sweaty, but I'd rather wake up a little bit sweaty and had lots of sleep than not enough sleep. I think he does sit nicer, but I don't think it makes enough of a difference. Yeah, honestly, he sits really nice that way. I'm gonna do it the new way. It is a beautiful day outside. My partner is downtown going to FIFA events. Sawyer's snoring very slightly, or just breathing loudly, I guess you could say. Come on. So that picture in the bottom left there, everything except the turtle is a Critterlings pattern by Poggy's Place. But this beaver is actually, it's still by Poggy's Place, but they didn't have a, so she makes two sizes. Critterling, which is the very small one, and then a Little Critters, which is a little bigger. They didn't have the beaver in the Critterlings, which is the very small one. So I bought the larger pattern and I adapted it to make it smaller. So this pattern is technically not the way I'm specifically crocheting is not available, but you can if you buy a bunch of her patterns, you can see the kind of method she uses, and it's not too hard to make them smaller. Time for a break. I'm gonna get up and stretch when I'm done this row. I recommend getting up and stretching, going to the bathroom, getting a glass of water, getting a snack, whatever you need to take care of your body. Take your meds. I did take my meds today. I have not been very good about taking my meds every day lately because my sleep schedule was so messed up. I was not on a 24-hour schedule, so it kind of confused me as to if I had taken my meds, when the last time I took them was, all that kind of stuff. But I think I fixed my sleep schedule. I'm gonna get up and stretch, particularly stretch my hips, move my hips around. I find sitting for long periods hurts my hips the most. I mean, of course your back too, but I'm just moving around. Moving my hips side to side. If you're crocheting, stretch your hands. All right. Get a little drink. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge for now. We have a little mini fridge in our living room, because we have an apartment size main fridge. Our main fridge is apartment size, and it's just not big enough for the amount of like food and prep that I like to do. I like to do a lot of batch cooking, and I don't like to go to the grocery store very often. So our fridge often gets very full very quickly, and we also drink canned drinks. And my partner also likes to collect hot sauces. He has a decent amount of hot sauces, and it was causing one of the he would put them in the door, and the shelf kept falling off from the weight. So I've put all the hot sauces and all the canned drinks in this mini fridge, and it's freed up a lot of space. I do love the little snout on this pattern. It's very cute. You just embroider the nose on, but there's a little protrusion that's very cute. Let me just double check with the pattern. I know I was talking earlier about how I have it memorized, but yeah, that's what I thought. I checked out my stitches and then I stopped counting. Okay. I'm glad you guys can't hear the train outside. We live near the train tracks, and the trains can get quite loud sometimes, just moving by. And I think sometimes you can hear them, sometimes you can't. I think I'm going to try doing some bears in that new brown color that I was showing earlier. Because I don't, because there's three, technically there's four of these guys are brown. The beaver's brown, the buffalo, the bear, and the Sasquatch are all brown. But I tried to, I changed the color of the beaver to this like orange color just because I didn't want them all to just be brown, like all the same color of brown. And I think that the bear would look nice. I've already done the Sasquatch, and then I think the bear would be nice in the chocolatey brown color. Look a little bit more like it could either be a black bear or a brown bear with the darker brown. Okay, and then last. I think a lot of my streamer friends are, oops, I was going to do half doubles. I think a lot of my streamer friends are probably asleep right now. A lot of them stream late at night. Late at my night. My nighttime. some of them are North American and they stream late at night, and then some of them are other countries in other parts of the world. But I decided to do morning streams, in part because not as many people that I know stream in the morning. So if they're streaming, obviously they're busy with their own stream. So if they're awake, they can come hang out with me during my stream. But also, I think crochet streams it's nice to have daytime crochet streams. That, like, there's people who do nighttime ones, which are cool too. And I personally love watching them at night. Oh, my stomach is starting to grumble. That means it's been 2 hours. I have overnight oats for breakfast, which fills me up plenty fine, but doesn't usually last like 2 hours or whatever. I think I need to start putting more protein in them. But I also don't want to stream for more than 4 hours. I need to count how many beavers. Maybe, can I force myself to do 10 beavers before? Hi, Fabulous. I'm wondering if I can force myself to finish all 10 beavers before I leave my stream. But I think I'm going to be too hungry for that. Let's see how many. 2, 4, 5. So this is number 6. So I need to do 4 more, which is probably at least another hour. So I don't know if I can go that long without going to get a snack. Oh, Greg did make pizza. So maybe I can just quickly eat a slice of pizza. I need to make bread. I should mix that up. Sawyer's asleep. That camera is live. Sometimes it freezes, so sometimes it's not live, but it is currently live. He would really hate it if I pet him right now. It's the only time he doesn't like pets. You just realized. I mean, you can metaphorically pet him, and I'll give him a pet for you later. Okay. Oh. Dinner was good. I had the house-made root beer and also ginger beer. I had chicken wings, salt and pepper with creamy Parmesan dip. And then Greg had a jalapeno crispy chicken burger, and then we shared fries. Greg had 2 beers. We walked there and back. It was a really nice night. It smells really nice right now. Probably because it rained on Friday. So everything's very green smelling. All right. Look at his little ears. If you type fresh rain cleans the streets, yeah. If you type !lurk, I just made a new lurk message. Now you're nice and cozy. All right. Collect the little bits of fluff that I have around my desk. Oh yeah, I should use the yarn emoji. I'm not sure how to do that in the bot that does that. I'll have to look that up. So the bot that does that is not fully working properly. I spent at least an hour this morning trying to fix it, and that's when I added that lurk message and stuff to see if like the bot was working at all. So the bot is working a little bit. It's just not doing it. There's something wrong with one of the commands. Yeah, different apps will have different versions of emojis. I need to get a yarn emote for subscribers. Okay. Probably need a little more. Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, once I close this up, I'm going to go grab a piece of pizza. I still need to go to the bank. Oh, I'm sure that it still looks like yarn. It's just a different version of the emote. Okay, I'm gonna grab a piece of pizza. Ugh. What are you up to today, Fabulous? All right. I've had a little bit of pizza. Home Depot having a good price on TP. That seems unusual. I was not aware that they sold TP. Sucks about the nail tech. Yeah. All right. A little bit more fueled to finish these guys off. We have to make 4 more, but don't think this yarn is going to last for 4. It maybe will do 3. TP on sale near me. Ooh, I like that color of your nails. Hello? Where'd the... Where'd my... Oh, there it is. It was stuck to my shirt for some reason. My little ribbon. It marks the beginning of a round, so you know where you are and when the round ends. So, because it can look like, I mean, you can't see the stitch definition very well on camera, but I'm increasing in every stitch. So if I keep increasing past here, I'll add too many stitches. For some things, it doesn't matter as much. If you're freehanding, I personally still freehand with a marker at the beginning of the round, but you could technically also just count, but then if you like get messed up somehow or are not counting correctly, or even just make a mistake, it's hard to like go back and figure out what happened. I ordered some more yarn today. Just 2 colors, 2 balls each. And apparently one of them might get delivered today from Walmart. I was not looking closely at the delivery methods. Oh no. Okay, bye. Okay, just double checking my Walmart order. Ow. All right, and then we add ears, and we can close it up. The ears look funny on this one. I love the teeth, though. The teeth are looking fabulous. I think I understuffed this one. But that's okay. All right, these two need tails. These guys have tails. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to rest my eyes, Siri bot. I should wear my glasses. Oh, Sawyer sticking his paw out. He's so cute. Yeah, I'm at the 3-hour mark. I think I need to log off. I think I got 7 beavers done total. Obviously, some of those are from yesterday, but oh, I did this tail a little differently. It looks like normally the yarn tails are on the same side. I must have skipped a row. That's a good indicator I need to take a break. And I don't think there's anyone here, so I'm not gonna raid anybody. I'm just gonna end the stream. Oh no, there's 2 people here. So my viewer count is always off, and I think it's because of the bots I have. And I would like to get rid of some of these chat bots, but I've already like disabled them, so I don't know why they're here. There we go. These guys are all done.